At ya. This is Kyle Steele, SEO expert, and my friend Ryan Snaadt, coming at you for 1 Minute Wednesday. Whoop whoop! Deep tracks.
Deep tracks.
Deep tracks. Why did I bring Ryan in? Well, this week I talked very eloquently, or not eloquently, depending on your perspective, about YouTube and how we see companies all the time, right? They are sitting there and they're throwing the same crap that they have on TV, throwing it up on YouTube. I rag on Jeep Compass all the time because it's in my feed all the time, and I'm literally never going to buy a Jeep Compass. And so once again, the big advertising agencies are just wasting Jeep's money. Brought in Ryan because this is your area of expertise. So talk to everybody about how you need to tell your compelling story and engage with your audience on YouTube, because that's fundamentally different than on TV, right?
Yeah. So if you're doing ad placement on a pre-roll campaign, taking a recycled broadcast spot from Jeep Compass or something you threw on TV for a 15 or 30 second spot is not going to cut it. I'm sorry. The entire purpose of the pre-roll is to entice people to click or to entice people to continue to watch a video. I can go into deep detail about time length and all that type of stuff, but I just wrote a recent article on my LinkedIn. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, you can check it out.
I'll tag him.
Yeah,
you got it.
I'll tag it below there. But basically, it's pre-roll. If I had to pick one thing that is important about pre-roll, it's relevancy. So it's the second largest search engine in the world behind Google on YouTube. You know exactly the person that you're looking to target. Use that to your benefit. Do not just send it out to the greater Des Moines area or Iowa or whatever. If you know exactly who your target demographic is, what their interests are, why they would be going to the search platform to find your product or service, utilize that information and capitalize on it. Make some serious money. Convert people the way you need to. I just see so many people wasting their time on this platform, dumping money down the drain when if they just had an effective ad campaign and they knew exactly what they're trying to do with the platform, they'd be raking in the cash. So
yeah, absolutely. Now, we talked earlier about how that first 3 to 4 seconds is really critical because you can hit that skip ad like I do on the Jeep Compass commercial all the time. But that first 3 to 4 seconds is really critical. Explain to everybody why that is.
Yeah, so the first 3 to 4 seconds, if everybody's been on YouTube, the skip button comes up right away. You need to entice someone so much or hit a string so hard in their heartstrings that they're going to stop and be like, whoa, I have to keep watching what this is going on. You just burn through that first 3 seconds introducing yourself like, hi, I'm Ryan Snaadt, I work for XYZ company, and today I'm going to tell you about this product. Like, I'm already skipping it.
Or you've fallen asleep.
Yeah, you're asleep at the wheel. You're already like goofing off at work watching YouTube. Now you're falling asleep on the job too. But you really just want to find, there's so many ways you can do this, but enticing relevant content. If you're trying to reach a certain demographic and you know exactly what makes them tick, this is going to be very easy for you to do. If you have no clue who you're targeting, you're going to fall flat on your face. I see this a lot with local car dealerships, mattress stores. People are just using recycled TV spots. I've seen them on TV, and they just throw them up on YouTube. And they're just
Sunday.
Right.
Doesn't work anymore, guys.
Right. You got to know exactly, I'm targeting a 35-year-old husband and his wife that are looking to get a new mattress, or I'm looking for a late 20s millennial that's trying to upgrade their car. If you know those specific things, you know what to find on YouTube. You can go in and find what's popular in that age demographic and craft your message for the platform.
So bringing it home a little bit, on that point here, let's say that you're targeting me, right? 30-something dad who loves ribeye steak. You are showing somebody how and why they should be grilling your ribeye steak at home. You're taking a beautifully well crisscross, it'll make it jump, right? You get those good crisscross marks on the ribeye. You put that down on the plate. That's your first shot. So you're zooming out of that delicious, mouth-watering ribeye. Now we're going to show you how to prepare and actually create that dish. You've got to hook them in that first 3 to 4 seconds. Why the hell should I watch your video? Stop acting like you're the business and put yourself in the consumer's shoes, right? Speak your customer's language. What does your customer want to see? What's your why? What's your story? Dan Kearns, our digital marketing strategist here at SEO Expert, was telling me the other day, because we were talking about having Ryan as a guest on Business and Beers, which that's why there's the empty beer bottles. podcast sweeping the nation. You can check it out right here. With that, he was telling me a story about an outdoor company here in the Des Moines area. He was on YouTube, and he was 20 minutes in before he even realized that it was a commercial because it was so compelling. It was a story. It struck on those heartstrings like Ryan's talking about. So Ryan, maybe talk to us a little bit about what's the right length for a YouTube pre-roll advertisement.
Right, and I'll give you the complex answer. There is no right length.
And here's why.
Yeah, so people think, if it's 3 seconds to hook them, my ad has to be 5 seconds. Oh, how am I going to do that? No, do not think like that. It does not have to be 15 seconds. It does not have to be 30. You guys are so focused on traditional media with placement on these advertising pre-roll spots that are pre-roll, but really you're just forcefully watching and taking your ad and shoving it down the person's throat. Or on YouTube, you don't have to do that. You have an extremely targeted person. If you're selling cameras, you can target a photographer in a certain age demographic that's been showing buying signs of buying a camera, or it has looked at that exact camera in the past. It's just one example. There's so many ways you can do this, but it's really just always comes back to the length does not matter. It's how do you tell your story? How do you connect with your audience? And that changes for every product and service out there. But if you just always bring it back to that, why would someone watch this? Why would someone watch the entire video? That's what you have to ask yourself.
And think about this. Everybody talks about, old school media, new school media, old school tactics. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? You know what is primal? You know what is primal for evolution, for primal instincts is storytelling. Because back in the day, we all sat around a campfire with some nice, delicious grilled meat, and that's why wolves became dogs, because they got closer to the fire. But we started telling a story. And the most captivating storyteller was usually the elder or the leader of that particular village, because they knew how to articulate their story in a very compelling way for their audience. It's no different today. 20,000 years ago to today, our primal instincts are still the same. You're drawn to great stories. How do you tell that on YouTube? That is the question that you have to answer. And if you're sitting there selling and you're using traditional methods, you're not going to get your traditional results. And right now, for a small business, right, Ryan, this is the time to capitalize, because Pepsi, Coca-Cola, the big companies are wasting their advertising dollars with the big ad agencies going on TV doing the traditional, oh man, it makes me want to gag when I see these pharmaceutical commercials. They're just terrible because they're traditional and they're not reaching the new audience. Ryan probably doesn't have cable. He's watching YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, whatever that might be, streaming video. YouTube, #2 search engine. So how are you reaching them with print, with radio? Do you listen to radio or podcasts when you're in the car?
Podcast.
Boom. Think about that. Traditional agencies are going to give you traditional advertising, but it's not going to get you the results that you deserve. And right now, that advertising is pennies on the dollar compared to what the big media companies are charging. Now is the time to capitalize for a small business, right, Ryan?
Yep, that's it.
And that's why you have companies like Patagonia, and you were talking about the MVMT watches, right? Have you ever seen a TV commercial for MVMT or Patagonia? No, but they're two of the largest up-and-coming companies because they're using non-traditional methods and absolutely killing it, because they have a team of Ryans and a team of Kyles and a team of SEO experts on their staff. So that's what we have this week on 1 Minute Wednesday. Whoop, whoop, deep tracks. Ryan, how do they get in touch with you, my man?
Yeah, just check me out on my website. It's ryansnaadt.com, or find me on Instagram. It's RYAN_SNAADT, and drop me a line and connect with me.
And I'll put it underneath them too. You know, I got the face made for radio. Ryan's a little more Hollywood. Had to bring it so I could get my ratings up. Till next week, 1 Minute Wednesday. Whoop, whoop, deep tracks. Peace.